Hi everyone. So I am ready for your week with a weekly reading. And this week's reading, I'm going to be working with the Tarot Illuminati. And I also have these three positions that I'm going to be looking at this week. And the deck that I'm working with is Tarot Illuminati and the thousand, it's called the deck of the thousand spreads, which I've been working with a lot lately. It's really good for doing readings for my clients, for myself. If you want to create your own spreads on the go, it's perfect for it. And it has, I think it has like about 60 something cards that you can, create your own readings with. And I'm also going to be working with the fairy cards. This is by Doreen Virtue. I pulled a card that's going to be the overview of the week for this week starting today, which is June 29th, and it's going to cover all the way through the next Saturday, which will be July 6th. I'm going to be also working with the runes of the week. This is a runes that I created myself, and they are by the original, the way where they come from is from what's her name? Silver Raven Wolf. There we go. I just had a moment there. So I forgot the name. Yeah, so I created these runes myself. Like, these are not bought or anything. I created them myself. So this is the rune of the week, and interesting how that came up. So I'll be discussing that, and I'll be discussing the cards. So before we begin, I'm going to be including the tea of the moment. We're drinking some tea. It is a raspberry leaf tea. And I love it. It's really good for women to drink this tea. It's really good. It's supposed to have a lot of properties for, balancing hormones and a lot of other things. But I love it. I'm drinking it right now. I'll try to include the tea that I'm drinking with the weekly forecast every week. So let's go ahead and begin. The first card I pulled is What Can You Change for This Week? And it says the circumstances or mindsets you're capable of changing or should change in order to achieve a desired outcome. So if this week you really want to have a good week, or you have anything that you have in mind this week that you want to work on, it's going to be extremely important that you change your mindset, right? That we focus on how we think. So we have the Four of Cups, which is extremely interesting. We have a man here sitting down, looking downward, very, very sad, right? He looks very gloomy, very sad. He feels very down. He sees the same three cups, and that's all he's seeing. He's like, he wants change, but change is not coming soon enough, right? So what you can change is to try, even though things may not be going well or as you would want them to, remember that there is a blessing coming. There's something that's going to come that's going to help. Okay? And here we have a hand coming out of the sky, right? Out of nowhere, and it's bringing a fourth cup, which indicates a blessing that's coming unexpectedly. And we need to change this mindset for this week. So this week is going to be extremely important that we change. If we feel down or we feel sad or we feel bored, it's going to be extremely important that we change our mindset to achieve what we want and to get out of that repetitive cycle and pattern. So this week is going to be very important that we change our mindset, okay? And try to stay away from this kind of like a not mild depression, but it's like a pattern that it keeps going and going and going, right? Sometimes we enter these patterns that are repetitive. So if we're feeling down or we feel like things are not going exactly how we want, remember that by acting this way or feeling this way, we're not going to go anywhere, right? It's not going to help. So that's what I'm seeing here for what we can change this week. Try to change this mindset. Try to work with law of attraction. Try to work with the Course of Miracles. There's so many tools right now that are really good that can help you change your mindset. Immediate future, usually placed at the topic cards right. This speaks to the circumstance entering your life in regards to the topic. It could be a day to a month. Okay, so this is kind of like the immediate energy of this week. And we have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy. Looks like things are going to be very positive this week. There may be family reunions because we do see a big family here. a large house in the background, and all the little girls like jumping off joy. She's really, really happy. So there's something positive this week. Something good that's going to come through, okay? So we need to change this. As soon as we change this mindset, things are going to shift for the better, is what I'm getting with the immediate future card. And then the advice is used in the outcome card. This is the advice you need to follow to solve a challenge or achieve your desired outcome. So this is the advice of the tarot for this week. And we have the Justice card. Okay. Let me see if all these were, yeah. The Justice card. Okay, so this one was in reverse, right? We pulled it, when I pulled it, it was in reverse. So it's interesting. The advice of the Justice card in reverse indicates that there may be a bit of imbalance this week with something, or something that may be unfair this week, okay? Something that may not go exactly as we thought. There may be like an unfairness of some sort. So what we need to do is try to remain balanced, okay? Try not to let ourselves get down by that situation, because there is a solution coming. There's something positive that's coming. Those that are looking for love, that person's coming in your life. We do see the couple here. And the colors are blue, which are interesting. The colors that I'm seeing here are very bluish energy, which represent kind of like the fall, the winter cold times, right? Like cooler energy coming in. So I am getting here that the advice of this week is to remember that there is a lot of imbalances in life, things that are not fair. Life, unfortunately, is not fair, right? So we have to try to make the best of it and try to bring balance into our life. So try to cope as much as you can with these unfairness, or with anything that may be unfair this week. Anything that may be out of place, or maybe that's not in balance. Also, try to remain in balance is the advice of this week. Since this is a holiday week, we have 4th of July coming up. Try to sleep well, try to take care of yourself. Self-care is one of my favorite things. I love it. Taking time for you to relax, enjoy yourself, sleep. Also have time to socialize. So it's like having a balance is going to be very important this week. Okay. So that's the advice of this week, is to make sure you have things in balance. If there's something that's out of balance, try to work on that this week. With positive thinking, with affirmations, with prayer, is going to be very, very important. The angels' messages, the main message of this week is going to be beauty. Love it. Okay, so we're going to need to focus on beauty, beautifying ourselves, focus on splurging, buying things that we like, doing things for ourselves that makes us feel good. And if it's exercise, if it's, makeup, whatever it is that makes you feel really, really good. So it's going to be a focus of this week to focus on beauty. And then the message of the angels runes is money. So we need to make sure that we have balance. Remember, we talked about the imbalance this week with money. Make sure that we focus a lot on money this week. Make sure that we have balance. Make sure that we budget. Make sure that we are really taking care of ourselves in that aspect as well. Okay. And to end here, I have the Witch's Spell Almanac. I really love, and I have this little thing on it here. Sorry about that. And I like to read this, so we're going to go ahead and look at some of the main colors of this week. Today for Saturday, we have an Uncrossing Vinegar spell that's really good because we're in the waning moon, and we can use the 3 following elements to make a bottle. Garlic cloves, so we're going to place 3 garlic cloves, 3 peppercorns, sprigs of rosemary, sage and thyme, and a pinch of sea salt. Okay, close the lid and seal it with melted wax. And then you're going to put this all inside. It says here, hold it in your hands and charge it with the following. Vinegar strong and herbs of power, I charge you now within this hour. Uncross, uncross with powers in view. I charge you now, uncrossing brew. And leave the vinegar to sit undisturbed for 1 month, and then break the seal to use it for uncrossing spells. Pour some over your doorstep to protect you from negative vibes. Write down your troubles and cover the lid in the vinegar. Mix a little with water, and for a floor wash, get creative. So this is a very good combination, and the color of today is brown. So if you want to wear like a brown, anything in brown will be good. And the incense of the day is sage. This is by Mickey Mueller, who created this ritual. There's another really beautiful ritual that was yesterday, June 28th. It's by Yima Ya, Relationship Cleanse. This is a perfect day, that was yesterday, to release wounds and energetic cords related to old romantic involvements. You're going to get to work with Yima Ya and say a simple prayer asking her to release and cleanse, healing your old emotional, energetic conditions. Offer her 7 white roses or rose petals from the one right rose. If you can get to the ocean or another safeable, swimmable body of water, place the rose or petals in the water and then completely immerse yourself in the water, even 7 times. But that's if if you can't go to a body of water, you may want to do a sea salt bath at home with these 7 petals. Since we are in the waning moon, it's important that we we do a cleanse like that. And there's more rituals here for this week, a lot more rituals, but yeah, if you like that, let me know and I'll add more for next week's ritual. And then the angels of the week for this week, I have here this beautiful book called Angels Magic by Cassandra Eason. And the week of July 27th through to July 1st, the angel is, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Pahaliel. And he spreads faith to unbelievers and encourages high standards of conduct. The gift is integrity, bring spiritual values into everyday living. Strength, take some self-time and switch off mobile phones and leave the computer wherever possible, which is kind of what I was saying here with self-care and bringing in balance, right? It really aligns with that message. And then it says, the weakness is beware of being too honest as you may soon regret it. So between July 27th and July 1st, we want to make sure that we take some time for us and try to take some time to relax, try to turn off the internet and all those things to kind of relax and enjoy a little bit. And the angel is this angel here, Palahiel. If you have something important in this week that you want to work on, you may want to light a candle to this angel these 3 days and, ask him to help with this, whatever it is that you need help with in those days. July 2nd to July 6th, the angel is I don't even know how to pronounce, I'm so sorry. Nel Kahiel, I think it is, or I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with pronunciation. The Angel of Thrones teaches astronomy and mathematics and encourages ecological awareness and responsibility. The gift is innate environmental awareness, a thirst for knowledge, especially for other places and lifestyles. The strength of those 3 days or 4 days are going to be go all out.